Hello everyone, my name is Syuhada Binti Mustapha and my matrix number is I19103635. So today we will discuss about the Qard contract, the issues and the practices in Malaysia. Okay, in this topic, I will cover up the definition, the objective of Qard, the selling features, the application of Qard in Malaysia, and the last one is the issues that related to Qard. Okay, we move into the definition of Qard, which is Qard means to give money to someone that may benefit from it and pay back the same amount. Meanwhile, Qard Al-Hasan is a charitable loans with no interest or a zero interest bearing loan with low expectation of return of capital. In the other word, the borrower only needs to pay back the principal amount without any obligation for an additional amount. Okay, for the next slide, we're gonna discuss about the objective of Qard. There are 11, which is the first one is to help the needy fellow people, especially in microfinance institution, as it aims to provide credit to poor people. The second one, to establish better relationship among poor and the rich. The third one, the mobilization of wealth among all people in the society. The fourth one, to perform a good deed that is encouraged and appreciated by the Almighty Allah and His Messenger. Number 5, to strengthen the national economy. Number 6, to facilitate the poor to create new jobs market and business ventures by using their merits, their skills, and also their expertise. Number 7, to establish a caring society. Number 8, to eradicate poverty and unemployment problem from the society. Number 9, it can be also a missionary work for da'wah activities by giving Qard to the non-Muslim who might be attracted by knowing the beauty of Islam. Number 10, it can remove social and economical discrimination from the society. And the last one, obviously there is a great reward in the hereafter for giving Qard. Okay, next slide, we move into the selling features of this contract, which is this Qard contract. Okay, the first one, no contractual benefit to the lender. So the point is execution of contract for sale. It means sale of asset conditional on the purchaser borrowing money from the seller. Next point is pre-agreed periodic rebate, or in Arabic term is ibrah, to the purchaser on the installment of a deferred selling price which is linked to the Qard contract from the purchaser to the seller. Next is any form of incentive promised to a lender to enter into Qard contract. And then the last point is hibah given in the form of cash is in kind of benefit that is conditional to the Qard contract. And then for the second salient features of this contract is prohibition in granting of hibah. Must not give hibah in the form of cash, in kind, or benefit. What does it mean? It means here is the borrower under a Qard contract must not give hibah to a lender in the form of cash, in kind of benefit that is conditional to the Qard contract. Next point is hibah is based on the borrower discretion. means the granting of hibah by the borrower to the lender is only allowed when it is solely based on the borrower's declaration. Okay, next point is must not disclose, promote or market the indicative rate or the prospective payment of hibah. Okay, the last point is the borrower must not use historical information on the payment of hibah to promote or market Qard. Okay, let's see the third selling features, benefit or revenue to the borrower. The borrower shall be entitled to any benefit or revenue gained from the money borrower. The last selling features is repayment of Qard. Must be repaid according to the agreed term, or in the event that there is no such term, at the request of the lender. In the event the contracting parties agree that the money borrowed under the Qard contract is to be repaid in a different currency, such the payment must be based on the prevailing exchange rate on the payment date. Okay, the next point is the borrower may be subjected to the late payment charges if the borrower fails to repay the money. Okay, let us see the application of Qard Al-Hasan contract in Malaysia. We have three: saving account, current account, and also money market. Okay, for the first one is Qard saving account. Alright, based on this contract, the facility provide hassle-free safekeeping of your money and allows easy access for withdrawal whenever needed. Any profit generated by the bank from the use of the funds shall belong to the bank. The bank may at its absolute discretion give reward to the customer. Okay, next, current account. Okay, Qard current account is an Islamic checking account, follows the Sharia concept of a contract of lending money by a lender to a borrower. So, to open one, the lender needs to prepare an initial deposit and bring along an introducer. That's mean your IC card. Okay. Once the lender have access to this current account, they will be given an ATM card or debit card for cash withdrawal and transaction purposes. Besides, they can also set up a standing instruction to regulate their monthly bill payment. Okay, the next application of Qard in Malaysia is money market deposit. The Islamic market is an avenue for short-term fund, providing a ready source of fund for deficit units and as an investment outlet for surplus unit. Deficit units could raise funds from the Islamic market, Islamic money market, by borrowing from interbank players through the sale of papers or by borrowing from the central bank, which is our central bank here is BNM, Bank Negara Malaysia. Okay, next point is the amount of repayment must be equivalent to the amount borrowed. It is, however, legitimate for the borrower to pay more than the amount borrowed as long as it is stated or agreed at the point of contract. Let's continue into the issues related to Qard in Malaysia. Okay, I provide 4 issues here. So the first one is borrower can pay an extra if not stipulated by the contract. Actually, repayment is for the same amount as the amount borrowed, but the borrower can pay more than the amount borrowed if they want. So that the issues. And then the second one is only one type of loan. Under the concept of Qard, the lender may not charge interest or any premium above the actual loan amount. So some Muslim jurists state that this restriction include directly or indirectly any benefit associated with the loan. And then the third one is the lender can charge some service fee to cover the administrative and transaction costs. Okay, IFIs are allowed to charge a service fee to cover the administrative and transaction costs of these loans, so long as such costs are not related to the maturity or amount of the loan, and may make interest-free loans either as a charitable activity or as a favor to customer, lawfully charging for the actual cost if its services is providing such loans, but not for the opportunity cost of the money. The last issues is the Qard must be paid on demand by the creditor. In a sense, it means that your current account is a loan to the bank, which is used by the institution for investment and other purposes. Obviously, it has to be paid back to you in full on demand. So I think that's all from me. I will end the presentation here, and thank you for all of your attention given. Assalamualaikum.